Hello everyone, this is your caster Silas right here and welcome everyone to Ngc Esports Pubgmobile Ngc Sunday Special, and this is the very event organized by Ngc Esports, and this is me your caster Silas. And let's see, today is going to be the very first casting from me and my side for this particular event, and let's see that how the teams will be getting on into the fights and everything will be cooked up for the players as well. So even today we're going to talk about some of the very interesting fights and very interesting things for the players as well. So the today's matches will just be enough to take everything up for the players, and even though today talking about some of the very good players and the teams will just be representing their teams as well. So let's see up guys and how they will be even trying to have themselves in a very good positionings today, and those will be the very concerning matter of fact today, and we would be seeing that the team will be making or not their every special favors into the side. And even for now we will be looking for the schedules, what is going to be the schedules for today, and this is the schedules today and NCC Sunday Special. Match number 1 Wrangle will be the very first match for the day, and even we will be going for the second match that will be none other than the map of Mirama. So for the very third map we have Rondo right over in the very third map, and talking about the very fourth match of the day that would be just ending away from where we started, and that would be the map of none other than the Wrangle. So that's the thing we were going to be talking about. So this is all the things that we are just sharing about the major informations as well. So talking about those major informations and all those things for the teams as well. So let's see up, the teams just needs to make themselves in a very good portion of the fights as well. So today we'll be just talking about those things, and right away we'll be going to the caster decks as well. So for now the teams from very different sites, 4WB, 03 Esports, Sir, as well as also we can say is the Poison. The team Poison is also here, and we have ESP, ATTNS, also we have 4TE, TBSS, 4Q, RO, Yanayan, Ronin, 4 Ronin, I guess the team name is 4 Ronin, and even we have the teams from I guess WBX, TSR, DB, DTX, as well as RED, YGR, as well as we have also the Freezy Esports, RE is right there, and even we're gonna talk about the team from other side, and that would be none other than the team from KW, and all of those teams, all of those players will be just making their side enough today and just be trying to have a very good day. And even after this we have also the another live stream, so keep tuned and stay connected with us, and I will just be managing and doing some of these stops in live stream broadcast. And please don't forget to like and subscribe NGC Esports as well. You guys are just watching NGC Esports and we are already live, and I guess there are more than very good players right and let's see how the teams and the players are just playing up their way. And today we will be seeing also the teams how will be starting as well. So even though right now we are already off to the lane path as well, so in a very few seconds we will be just going for the map of Wrangle, and today we will be just talking and deciding about what things we are going to witness, what things we are going to make today, and even the players how they will be even having themselves a very good starting as well. So everything's are in the concern, everything are in the stake for the players as well. So every teams and the players, they will be just showing and showcasing off everything's today possible, and possibly the teams will just be taking away, and the major fights will just be trying to see all of those things today as well. So talking about all those things, talking about all those matter of concerns as well. So let's just see that the teams will able to do every sort of things today and just be able to make out every good eliminations today, and we will just be seeing and we will just be trying to watch out and engage everything today. And let's just see that the teams and the players, every one of them just need to make themselves in a very good portion of the fights as well. So let's just see that guys how they will be even try to go for every possible momentums, every possible things today, and just be trying to make sure that the teams will be approaching and just be able to do every sort of things today. And let's go for the very first match of the day, and that is none other than the map of Wrangle, and that goes off straight. And I'm just seeing that the Milta Power is the very first drop location where the players can make their way out, and even we are also gonna see that how the players will just be approaching over there, and right away We just need to see that how the players and the teams will be getting off their way out now. And even if we're going to see the playing path, we're going to see maybe 79 players remaining we have, and 20 of the teams. One player just forget to, I guess, sign in this particular lobby, and this is a very good lobby for this particular today's tournament. And if we are going to be sure about the teams and the players as well, so let's see up that the teams would be just making themselves in a very good straight motorway. And even today is a very good thing, today is a very good momentum that they can carry away. And while going for such of a very good eliminations today, here we have some of the teams already lying and just grinding upon today and making something good possible outcome from today's matches as well. So let's see up guys, and just look at the circles as well. So let's see up for the circle where this is coming in, where this is getting into the fights as well. So let's see that how the players will be just arriving and just try to make themselves in a very possessive circles. And there we go. Right now we're gonna see the circles of totally to the Sosnoboka military base, and military base is the area where the players are just trying to make themselves in a very good concerns as well. So right away trying to make some good eliminations, and right here already the players from Team Jodia, they have already been started away to make themselves in a very good positionings. And as well as we talk about the teams just trying to make themselves in a very good spot, and here we have the area what we call is this is gonna be one of the very good and the interesting part of the game. And I guess many of you guys do not know about the water city that has been modified from the 4.1 update. So this is the modified water city, and the players should have to play from this particular area. And I have been seeing that the teams will also be trying to have a very good lethal eliminations today. And in fact the players and every one of this time, how they will be even making themselves in a very good time and even try to go for very good eliminations as well. So today's matches are going to be something interesting as well. So let's see, the teams are already in a very good and concerning facts as well. So two teams are missing already, and we're going to see some of the teams who are already in a very good virtue of the games as well. So here we go, we have the players from the team 03 Esports as well. So 03, they are also in a very good spotting, and likely we are also going to see the other teams as well. So how they will play on, how they will make their survival on, and every of the steps the teams needs to make and have a pretty good of a spot today. And let's see how the players and the teams, every one of them will be making themselves in a very good approach today. But let's see up guys that how the players will just be making their side away and just be able to do every sort of things today possibly. And let's see up guys, and even we're going to talk about some of the players right here in other part of the game as well. So red is right here, the team red, and even we have the team from Killing with Vibes, and this team also having themselves in a pretty good concerns today. And talking about these players already in a very good concerning facts as well. So talking right away for the team Killing with Vibes, they have not been able to do any of the sorts even possible right now. And here we go, some of the teams and the players already having themselves in a very different and the congested way today. And just talking about some of the other players as well. So let's see up the players from the 03 brothers. They have already been able to take themselves in a very different area and distinct moment as well. So trying to see that the teams are already having themselves in very different area. Let's just see that the teams from the different area, they have been coming out, and even this can be one of the very good situation for the players. And right here, even though we were talking about the TSR, the Soul Reapers, they are just getting and having some of the very good eliminations against the team Killing with Vibes. And this is going to be the very first elimination for the team, the Soul Reapers. And Enigma as well, he is also been able to make any kind of the eliminations and the just support they want to do it in this particular circle. And even these players are not having a pretty good of eliminations as well. So leaderboard has been trying to rewrite by this particular team. And even we're going to talk about the players, they are just having one of the player in a very good approach today and just calculating every sort of risk around now. And here it is, the players from KWV, they also been in a very good and distinctive fight approach. And even we were talking about these things, we were talking about these players as well. So just going for it, and maybe the players can also make themselves in very good situations. And here it is, just trying to lie it on. and just trying to make themselves a very good eliminations today. But in the different side of the map, we have been seeing that the players from the Nepali soldiers, they have been also able to take some of the players down. And even we were talking about the teams from the Salty, also we're gonna see that the players will just be coming in and approaching against the team, and even this is gonna be something interesting for the players and making themselves a very good approach today. And let's see of that, the teams and the players, every one of them, they are just trying to engage. But this time the team, so Nepali soldiers, they just need to engage in this particular fight, and even going for the more eliminations. Salty is right here. Salty just trying to go for it, and even though trying to go for very good lethal eliminations right here in the moment against the team TBSS, they are not just getting able to do this, and even coming out straightly on to against the Salty, they were not able to deal any sort of a good eliminations today. And this is not a very good part of a thing. We have been talking about this particular team, and even talking about in the very different situations right here, coming up against the teams. And right now the players have been able to do every sort of a things today, and even making themselves in a very good positionings as well. So right at this moment, let's just see that the players are just coming up and just trying to throw some of the grenades right here, and the grenades would be able to not to do the work, and this does it. This does. And this one does. While the players were coming in, the 03 brothers, Spiky was the one who just got up himself in a very good situation right away. And for Ngc Esports, the last place surviving Cyber 7, he is just coming up, but the revival is going in the process. But it's still, the players are not having their very good time right over here, and even the players, the team is not having themselves in a very good mode today. But there comes the shotgun approach, and even though coming up the very good knockout from the player, he just had to get knocked down and just eliminated in this way and this particular manner, and the team just got taken away. And this was the time frame we were talking about these players, and even having themselves in a very distinct approach today. The players from the 4 brutal warriors, they have also been making some of the very good eliminations today. One elimination already gathered, but even talking about the other players right away instantly nearby them, they just also needs to get on to this particular situation. And even talking about some of the players already trying to make themselves in a very good position, and even we have brutal warriors, they have also been trying to go for it. But even we're going to talk about the zone and the circle formation that has been coming in, and if we're going to talk about this one, this is going to be in the Sosnoboka military base island, and it is going to be the team TBSS. And even the 4 quality, they have also been playing a very good quality of the game today, and even taking a manner that even the players are having a very good fighting approach as, and Red Eye Esports are also in the very distinct approaches, and even they are having a very proper good fights today. And even we were gonna talk some of the teams and the players, they have already been able to make a very good eliminations today, and some of the teams, they have been in a very different approaches, different areas as well. So let's just see for that as well. So even trying to go for some of the very good teams, and there we go. We were just trying to see that the players will just come and do their every work today, and that was a very good dealing work that has been come out, that has been secured by some of the players in this particular lobby as well. So looking at the teams, looking at the players, every one of them, they are just coming up and into the very next area. There have been a very good fighting approaches from the players as well. So this time Ngc Esports gonna take some of the players very good in this side, and that is gonna be very good thing for the teams as well. Even coming up from the players differently right away. Let's just see that the teams are not just having their very good time right away, and even coming in the very different approaches for the players. Here we have the team already fighting over to the TBSS and the 4 quality, and the quality there has been showing up by the Tornado itself. Tornado, he is also trying to have himself in a very good positionings today, and even trying to have a very distinct eliminations as well. So even though we were just trying to see that the players, how will they be just coming into the process, but this time the process have been very lethal, and even this time the players and the teams, how they will be able to do this, and even every sort of a questions has been able to be answered up, and the players are just getting away in the development side. We're gonna see the players from the 4Q, 4 quality, they have been into the very good approach and the view they have been making up into their side. And here it is, the players from the 4 brutal warriors, they have been also coming into the fights, and even this time the very good fighting approaches, they have to be made it out. And here it is, the panic, 2-1 gets player, the down and one is already down by the player. And even though this time this is not going to be the very good approach for the players to finish up with, and this gonna be the very end for the players. And even we were talking about this and we were just mentioning that every sort of a good eliminations has to be come out from the teams itself, but right away the teams and the players, every one of them, they have been able to do some of the very good brutal jobs as well. So here we have the team from the Soul Reapers, and the team nearby are the team Quality Esports as well. So the Quality Esports, they are not just able to maintain their good quality today, and even we talk about the Hatyara right here, and 4Q Hatyara, they have not able to do this thing so far. And even we were just having a good look on the players as well. So this time how they will be even to doing every sort of a job today and every sort of eliminations today. And here it is, some of the teams already dealing with a very good eliminations, and as well as we were talking about these players and the teams having themselves a very good approach today. And even we have some of the teams from the Nepali region as well. The team, the Soul Reapers. The Soul Reapers have been maintaining this Nepali lineup, I guess, is so. But right now, I'm not pretty sure about that. The teams are just representing that or not. Even though we were talking about some of the other players and the teams that have not been able, and maybe this time the teams will they be able to do every sort of a job today and make themselves in a very good position. Poison bot is right here. Topendra sir, I have been seeing the Topendra in a very good mode in maybe later days as well. So right away we're gonna see some of the players just arriving right now, and even this time the players from the different sides, they also gonna be making themselves in a very good side as well. So here we have the team from Brooklyn Esports as well. So Brooklyn, they will also be having themselves in a very distinct approaches, and right now the circle is just forming up, and the circle forming up from this particular side of the match, and even this will just be getting away for the players. And this time the players from the Brooklyn, they are just going and crushing over, and can they do it? Can they will be able to do this? And even this time the players will have to make themselves in a very good opportunities, and even the players, even the teams, every one of them, they had to do every sort of a job today. And elimination they have to do is that just they need to maintain every sort of the good positionings as well. So even at this period of time the players have been making themselves in a very good positionings. And even though we were talking about some of the players, we were talking about some of the teams already, and at this period of time, at this series of moment, there have been some of the teams already maintaining themselves in a very good positionings as well. So here we have the Red Coast as well. So Red Coast, they are also trying to maintain their every sort of a good jobs today, and even trying to have some eliminations. They are not just in that mood. And Cots bot is right here, and even we were talking about these players and the teams. Let's just need to see that the teams would be able to do this or not. And even we were talking about some other point of view for the players as well. So for Ronins, this team already trying to locate themselves in a very good positionings as well. So even trying to look into the very next teams. Here we have the run-ins already trying to have themselves in a very good positionings today, and adjust every sort of a good eliminations today, and just need to saturate themselves, just need to get a very good elimination and redeem the every slams and they just go into. And even we talk about the another unfortunate in for the teams running just in the very another side, and a very good compounds holding themselves, but there's also needs to go for the zone, and zone will not just be making in a very good favor for them as well. So that would not be a very good situation for the teams, even though that would be a very good thing to watch out on. The players are already having themselves a very good look on to the players, and even this time the players are just trying to maintain themselves. And even we're gonna see some of the teams and the players already having themselves a very good eliminations as well. So even looking at some of the players from the Soul Reapers as well. So Enigma is right here, and Enigma, can he be able to do and deal with every sort of a things today? and looking at some of the very good teams today, and even having themselves a very good fighting scenario. We're gonna see the players from the three brothers right now, and they are also in a very good and the defensive mode, not just to make some elimination, they are just also trying to have some of the very good positionings as well. So let's see up that, and right now they are also trying to have themselves in a very good saturated position today, and not just go for a very good combination, they just want to go for the very good coordinated fights as well. So the coordinated fights, as much you go for the coordinated fights, that much you get into the very good area and the circles as well. So right away we were just seeing the players from the 4Q. Chakri is right here, even though we were talking about the Hatyara, Harryman is right here, Fearless, every of the players, they have been trying to go for very good lethal eliminations today. And even though we were talking about some of the players already having themselves in a very good approach, today we're gonna see that the players are already having and maintaining a very good fight today. And just see that the zone is coming right away, and even though right in this moment we have already 50 teams, okay, 50 players remaining, 15 teams remaining right here. And even we were talking about the Sentinels. So Sentinels, they have been able to deal with every sort of good things, and today the Sentinels with the very last players surviving, Stucker is right here, Ngc Esports is right in the very good situation as well. So here we go, players are just not having a very good time over this period, but just need to locate themselves in a very good momentum and a very good approach. But today we're gonna talk about the team, I think the Sir as well, Sir, or also we're gonna talk about this particular team. But right away, Poison Bot, this is the actual name of the team, so that I'm just pronouncing it well, I guess. And even though talking about some of the players and the teams just having themselves in a very distinct area, and even though they are just calling in all the sorts possibly, and just trying to have everything's possible and do everything today. And let's just see, the teams are having themselves a very good momentumful fights. And even though talking about these players, they have been able to deal with any sort of good things. And even though we're talking about the Ngc Esports have been able to do every sort of the things today, and doing very good jobs today as well. So in the very next side we have been seeing the fights from the Poison Bot and the Red Cost, and they have been also fighting over the period of time, just going inside trying to have some very good eliminations as well. Just he was trying to make himself in a very good room, but that was not just a very good trade to have on with. And here we go, the players are still trying to maintain themselves in a very good position today. But Ngc Esports, they are also coming in, and maybe this can be one of the very brutal knockout that may be one of the they need to focus it right, they need to focus and just have a very good positionings today, and just need to see that how they will be approaching for the zone as well. So we have the players right here, and even we're talking about some of the players right here in the AT Esports. Jushi is right here, Lafa as well as Swag OP. Every players and every teams, they are having themselves in a very good mode today, and even having themselves in a very good situation. They can make themselves out of this, and even trying to go for a very good eliminations. But right now AT just got taken down, and even the elimination had been already secured, and this time the players were not able to do any sort of the eliminations today. And RP Blaze is right here, and here we go, Blaze just making that another elimination, carrying his name into the notification bar as well. So this time the players and the teams, every one of them, they are just trying to look at into. But here we go, the players just got taken down, and even though this time the players and the teams, every one of them, they are just trying to secure everything that is possible from the point of view of the players. But right away the teams needs to just fight it out, and even though trying to take some of the very good eliminations, there goes out, the player was getting taken down. There was not a very good situation for the teams to take on any sort of a good eliminations from this particular time frame. And here it is, for now the players have already been trying to have themselves in a very good approaches as well. But here we have the players just making themselves here and make a very good approach for the fights as well. So even at this period of time, we're just seeing that the team GE is right now in a very good eliminational approach with that lobby. But right away we will we are just seeing that Brooklyn Esports, they have been managing every sort of things today, and they are just dealing with everything and maintaining the thing that is not just even possible for the players. And we were just trying to see that, we were just trying to maintain that things over and over again. The players are just having themselves in a very distinct approaches as well. So trying to look at into the other teams right now, we're gonna see some of the players already having themselves in a very good mode as well. So even trying to have some of the eliminations in the favor the players from FZY, 3G Esports, they have been also doing a very good job today, and even though this time trying to maintain a very good eliminations as well. So the teams are not just making themselves a very good elimination, they have been also going for a very lethal damages. So brutality they have been showing on, and there we go, the players have been taken down one after another. There have been a fight in very multiple sides, and there we go, Brooklyn, they have been also fighting over and over again, and 5 eliminations already for the players. And already we're gonna see that the Toki MVP is right here and a way to make up everything possible. And even we were gonna see that only last 4 players, okay, only last 4 teams have been surviving right now. And right away talking about these teams and the players already been making some of the very good point of eliminations as well. And so they are the things that needs to get on with. And the players from the 4 quality, they have been getting taken down. And even at this time frame, Chakre, he's just looting on and not just helping his famed, or just you can call is that teammate. And here it is, Chakre, he should have to move in. And even while the time frame just goes on, the players also needs to have themselves in a very good distinct approach as well. So this time there is not just a very good thing to do, and the 4-man surviving, this is a very good point for the team. Other than that, there is not just a thing or the moment that you can capture from this particular match as well. So even we were talking about the 4 quality Chakre, they have been also able to collect any of the eliminations from this particular frame of time. But here we go, players have just been able to slam in away. But there it is, the players from the different area, they have been giving a very good cover right now. And even though we were talking about some of the very good eliminations were already converted into the very last 2 teams surviving, and this is gonna be one of the very good things we were just gonna be covering up. And this time 2v, I guess the 4, but this is gonna be 3. And there we go, one of the player from hitting backside down, and this is gonna be one of the very brutal knocks out. And this is the thing we were just trying to notice, this is the thing we were just trying to have on with the players as well. So here it is, the winner chicken dinner comes into the favor, and this time the players and the teams, every one of them just did a very good job today. Brooklyn Esports maintained the #1. After that we were just seeing that the players in the very different areas, the players were having themselves in a very good approaches today. And even though talking about Red Eye, they did a very good eliminations as well. So talking and just maintaining the things that the teams were able to do. And here we go, the teams will just be maintaining themselves in a very good approaches and trying to have themselves in a very good things today. And we just see and witness that the teams were in a very good formations. And cooking in into the WWCD team stats, and this is the WWCD team stat that's cooked on. And 5 elimination from the team or the player, we can say, is that Planknol 4X is the name, I guess. And this is the name where the player is having himself on. And even though we're gonna talk about the Kirito, he is also dealing with 2 of those eliminations, as well as we're gonna talk about the Thuldai, who just got the elimination of already the 2 elimination. And we have also the Gatok MVPI, I guess the name is, I'm not pretty sure about the name, but I have been just maintaining the eye on these players. Just having that aside, the players have been able to deal with every sort of good eliminations. And even though trying to have themselves in a very good and the distinct mode of the time frame today, let's just see that the teams were just getting insane eliminations today, and those were the very good moments. And let's just see that how the teams and the players were able to deal with those eliminations. And these are the things for the players as well. So right now let's go ahead with the main MVP, the match MVP of and this particular match. And talking about this, we're gonna see the players from the team GE as well. So they have been also performing pretty well today, and there is not just a chance for the players to take any sort of the good eliminations against them, and they have been doing a very good job against the teams, and as well as they have been performing very good. And this is the scenario where we have been talking about the players, how they will be even able to do every sort of the good things today possible. And here it is, the top players comes into your screen, and this is going to be the top players into your screen, and those are the things right now cooking away with the players as well. So let's just get into the other stats as well. What are the other stats that is coming up, and let's just see what is cooking up with the players. So let's just see that this is going to be the match leaderboard for the match number 1, and GE just got 19 total points, 4Q with that 13 total points, TJ with that 12 total points, RE with that 8 total points, Ngc Esports with that 6 total points, as well as DDX and the other players as well. So they maintained a very good positioning and the fight spirit today. And let's just see what would be happening in the very next game of today's matches. And let's just see that we will be coming up I guess with a very short break, but right now we will be going for a very short highlights, and then after we will be right back away, guys. Till then, keep watching. Hello everyone, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome back again. This is your caster, Silas Cast, right again, coming up straight away. And even though talking about today's fights and everything, let's just see that the teams will be able to do and deal with every sort of things or not. And this is even a very distinctive fight we're gonna talk about. And even though we were just having some of the eyes on the players and even having themselves said that the players are not just in a very good approach today. Let's just see and the things how they will be able to deal every sort of a things today and even make themselves possible to deal with other of the things as well. So every sort of a things today that the teams would be having themselves in a very good positionings, and let's just see that the very first match was just over and out, and that was dealt by the team GE as well. So this time we'll be going for the very match number second, and this is gonna be none other than the map of Miramar, and this map is just needing out the players, and just see that the teams are already in very different areas as well. So let's just see the players and the teams, every one of them, they will be just having themselves in a very different and the distinct way opportunities. And let's just see the teams not having themselves a very good eliminations and the domination fight right now. But there we go, the players from the Red Eye Esports, they have already been made their way throughout the Campo Militar. And even we talk about the players who are just working and just trying to have themselves in a very good momentums today. And even we were talking about some of the very good things that can come out from the players like other teams, as in the favor that have not been able, and how they will be just able to deal and do every sort of things right away. And even at this period of time, the players are not just having themselves in a very good mode as well. So let's just see that the teams are just trying to fight away, and even at this period of time the players are already in a very good mode, and this time the players are already fighting away. And even though this time the four run-ins, they are not in a very good mode to fight on it, and even though this time it is not a very selective neutralized fight by the players, just trying to dispatch every kind of things right now and right here to unleash everything and secure frags, suppress the players, and just do a very good penetrative fight as well. So but the very first player from this particular team for run-ins have been taken down. Kilwa was right here, and Wayback, Lord, every of the players just trying to have themselves in a very good positionings today. But here it is, the players just trying to get on for the fight, but that fight would not be making any one of connections. But there we go, the explosive ball comes into the action, and the action just getting off for the players, and the very good starting and the fights having in this fight. There it is, one of the player very last remaining with the Jod, he also got taken down, and Brooklyn Esports, they made it successfully, and they had a very good fight opportunity, and they just did a very good thing today. And in this period of time they just made it out, they just made it through the matches. And even talking about different team, Poison Bot is right here. Topindra Sir, he is even healing himself adrenaline, he is just injecting that inside him and just trying to maintain his HP full on. And even the talking about the teams just trying to have themselves dismantle in this particular fight as well. So let's just see that the teams are not just coming up away and just not having themselves a very good fights as well. So just need to check on it and just need to see that the players how they will be even doing every sort of things possibly right now and making themselves in a very good positionings. Let's see that the teams are already in a very good fight moment, and this fighting spirits how they will be able to do every sort of things right now. And right here, away and away, we're gonna see some of the players just coming back away. But there we go, the team from the for BW, they have been coming from the behind, they have been disturbing them behind. And even at this period of time, let's just see that the teams are not just maintaining themselves. And here it is, the players from the Poison Bot, they have been coming in, looking at service right here. And even though the BKB Okay, Flowsy right just coming up away from this particular fight and even taking himself in a very good fights away, and this is gonna be the poison bot making himself a very good fighting opportunity and the distinct opportunities that have been coming into the teams as well. So this is not just a very real quick fights, they have been able to manage it out, but there it is, the players and the teams just having the fights in a very good momentum full sides, and that would just be creating a chaos. Even talking about the team Young Gun Revolution, they have been able to do very good jobs today, and even we talk about the players nearby them, it is WB. Even they are not having a very good and the distinct fight opportunities, even having themselves in very different sides. And even talking about these players, here it is the player from the Amoni, okay, Eomine, Dakio, okay, Daikyo. Okay, I'm not really sure about this. What is this written about? But I'm sure that the players will be just taking and maintaining this so far, and even the interesting fight will be opportunized by the players as well. So even making themselves in a very different scenarios and the opportunities to take on with every of the players just trying to get away, and the fights are just struggling away against the teams. And right here, let's just see that the teams are maintaining them in a very good portion of the fights as well. So coming up, and they are not just going for the elimination, they also just need to see for the players where they will be able to position themselves. And even talking about the players from the Soul Reapers, so Soul Reaper, this is also one of the very good team to make themselves survive. And even though at this period of time no any sort of a good eliminations have been coming into the favor of the team, and even talking about the Soul Reapers, Top G is right here. Even we talk about the players from the Freezy, they have been also coming up, and maybe this can be one of the very another fight that would be able to lead the team into the very good fighting opportunities as well. So even at this period of time, the teams were not just able to take anything's possible into their side, but even we talk about any teams, even we talk about some players just having and maintaining them in a very good fighting opportunities. And we were just talking about YRZ, how they will be able to deal every sort of things today. And even the talking about this particular team, they are just not trying to go up and not just trying to rush it up, but there we go. Usually was not a very good connection combo for the player to work on in this particular map of Miramar. So Miramar is the map where they can expose and maintain themselves in a very good fighting opportunities. But here it is, the players from Young Guns Revolution, they comes in, and even at this period of time they will not just be able to maintain themselves in a very good fighting opportunities. And here it is, guys, and that was not a very good scene for the players. That was not the thing we were trying to witness, and even the players were just having themselves in a very distinct opportunities. And even let's just see that the teams were not in a very good opportunities as well to take away every fights today possible. And needs to see that the team, how they will be even trying to have themselves in those positionings and even maintaining that thing. The team should have to do every sort of a thing right now. Okay, here comes in replay, I guess. Okay, here we go, replay that have been coming out straight away in the very first fight that have been coming out in the area of Hacienda del Patron. And coming out straight away from the Hacienda del Patron, they're just able to make themselves in a very good position as well. So they were running as well, they were there just trying to have very good conditions, but there we go. Those were the things that were just mattering for the players as well. So going straight back into the match, let's just talk about the teams who just been able to do every sort of a job today and even try to make themselves in a very good and the distinctive positions as well. So let's just need to talk about that. And even we talk about the players just having themselves in a very different approach today. And even we talk about these players and the teams, they have not been just trying to go on with the fights. And even though we were talking about it, we were talking about some of the players and the teams already trying to have themselves in a very good fights today. And here comes the zone, and Lost Leons is not a very good area where the player can reside themselves and in very distinct area as well. So we were having some of the very good teams and the terminal losses that have been coming up straight away from the teams. And let's just see that the teams are not just in a very good position and trying to see those things, trying to maintain those things. Let's have a look on to the teams where they have been coming from, and even the players and the teams from 03 Brothers. So Sakith is right here. They are also able to maintain the unleashing performance today and trying to collect every of the intels. And even though we were talking about the players from other side, and Sentinels comes into the actions as well. So Lost Lions, the very good starting for the fights as well. So players have been making themselves in a very good approach today. And even we talk about the players, they are just getting taken down. And this is a right away momentumful fight that has been coming out straight away from Lost Lions. And that has been a very good thing that we just witnessed. And even we were not expecting for the same. But let's just see that the players and the teams, every one of them, and they were not able to do any sort of things today, and even they were not able to deal with any good eliminations. And here we have the Power C in the very downtown table as well. So talking about this particular player, let's just see that Flower C is right here, and even he can make a very good change today. The impact he can make away for this particular players and the teams, that is very insane. And today's matches will just be able to deal with any sort of things today. And for brutal warriors, they have also been a very good fighting opportunistics. And the teams, they are not just making themselves a way pretty good. And just look at into the teams, look at into the players as well. So the teams are just having some of the fights right in the very different areas as well. So let's just see that the teams, where are they fighting on, and trying to maintain those things over the period of time. The players are not just maintaining themselves in a very good approach today, but the players just trying to maintain some of the eliminations and stabilize them in a very good thing and follow up with a very consistent average. This particular team compacting themselves in a very good mode today, and even need to count the eggs in their basket, and already 5 eliminations to their favor. And this 5 elimination will not just be a very good thing for the team, also they would be able to maintain their every boost ups from this particular teams, and even maintaining themselves of very good fights and all. And we were just seeing that the players were also just riding in camel, and the interesting things and the fights having so far, and seems so clean right here in Coast, Raid Coast. It is pretty clean right now, and just not having any sort of fight, not having any sort of the eliminations right away. And we're just trying to see that the players, how they will be even try to approach everything's away and try to maintain the every possible momentums today. Trying to see that the players from right here, Ngc Esports, they have been able to deal with some of the eliminations and going closer by to the Sentinels. They have not been able to maintain and just make themselves sure and just safe inside. And if they will be able to maintain themselves a good side and safe side, then that would be another thing that would just come to the action and the concern of the players as well as the audiences as well. So just maintaining that effect, and even though eliminations have not been able to do into their favor, just need to see that the players from the Sentinels, they have been able to do and deal with a very good eliminations as well. But the players from the Ngc Esports, they are still trying to go for eliminations. They're just trying, and eliminations have having into their favor as well. So let's just see the teams from the Killing with the Vibes. So Killing with Vibes, they have been also making themselves a very good starting. So Brola as well as all the players, we have been seeing that the team will be able or not. And even talking about this particular situation, here we go. Elimination have not yet been able to do and deal with any of these things. Here we go. The teams needs to maintain and make up themselves sure that how they needs to fight it out. And there we go. The zone comes in straight behind, straight comes into the lower down side of the angle. And will they be able to deal with these things? And even these are the things we were just talking about. And right now, the team from the Ngc Esports, they have also been able to deal with some of the very good eliminations today. And just talking about those things, we just need to see that the teams would be able or not to do every sort of a things today. and just trying to maintain everything possible. We have the team from the TSR, the Soul Reapers, Enigma. Even he is also a very good player for this particular team. Let's just see that the teams how they will be able to deal every sort of a things, every sort of eliminations today, and try to make a very good and the distinctive eliminations as well. So those were the things, and we were just talking about the players how they will be even trying to go for a very lethal eliminations, and even talking about other teams right here going forward with the team for quality. They have been the team from the Brooklyn as well. So Brooklyn, they are not just having a very good fight right now. And right away, they are also trying to take up themselves in a very good mood and the fighting spirits as well. But right in this position, the players from the Red Eye Esports Blaze have also been trying to deal with some of the very good shots right away. But here it is, Chokse is the player one who is just trying to go with an eliminations are not just in his favor, and that is not a very good fight to see on with the players. And even at this period of time, the players and the teams they have been already trying to maintain themselves a very good positionings as well. So going up against a Stred, and right away the players from the Killing Vibes and other teams as well. So we have the teams and the players every time away trying to have some of the very good eliminations right here. And even Brutal Warrior have also been trying and just having some of the very good eliminations today, and they have been able. They are just going up and against the players, and okay, there was not any players, but just having some of the shots over there. But no, there was also the player, and even they was trying to do and deal with some of the very good teams as well. So right in this moment, and even we talk about the players right now trying to have themselves in a very good positionings, as well as there are three brothers. Spiky is right here, and Spiky, even if we're gonna talk about these particular players, can they be able to do and deal with every sort of things today? Those are the things, but right here, the players also needs to make up a very good fighting opportunities as well. So let's just see the teams, will they be able to deal every sort of things right now? And here we go, the Soul Reapers. They have also been a very good team to start off with, and even having themselves in a very bad side of the fight. And even we were talking about some of the teams and the players already maintaining a very good fight over. And here it is, the players from the Ngc Esports as well. So they have also been trying to maintain themselves in a zone, but making one elimination to their side. No any of the eliminations have been yet confirmed from their team. Even I'm talking about the player not getting eliminations, so that is a very good part of a thing for the team as well. So Ngc Esports right now, Hurricane is also right there. Even we talk about the players, here it is, the Top G just got one elimination right there, and he is just moving away from this particular move. And right here, even the teams are not just maintaining themselves a very good fights, and even having some of the very good eliminations for the team. They just need to see, they just need to maintain a very good fights over and over period of time. At this period of junction, we have been seeing that the Red Coast have been able to do some of the very good things over and over. And right now, the players are having some of the very brutal eliminations over in the fights. And Taiki, he is also trying to make some of the very good eliminations right here, and just maintaining himself and trying to maintain another one. And right, just getting backside down, and can he be able to deal with this one? And even this time, the players having themselves in a very bad mode. And even at this period of time, there is just the players, there is just some of the things that have been cooking, and the players are not just making themselves in a very good mode today, and just maintaining to see that how the players will be taking on. And even though having themselves in a very good fighting opportunities, the players have been taken down. And even talking about the players from the TSR, and even right now the players are not just having and maintaining themselves in a very good fights as well. And here we go, the players from the TSR, they have been able to deal with. And even we talk about the players here in with the RE. Right in this moment, the fight can just go up, and there we go. One of the player getting taken down, and even at this time, here it is. The players getting taken down, and even we can see that the players just trying to take away the fight, even quite possible. But no, another very destructive thing that is coming on to the players, and not just a very good moment for the players as well. So going with that grenade, that is not just a very good connection for the player as well. So fighting off slightly to get a good start, but no damage, no knocks out, and no nothing coming, and no critical things happening into this area. But into another side, here we have the players just coming up away, and 80 as well. So they have been also trying to have themselves in a very good approach, and even we talk about Python. This team having themselves in a very good approaches, and even making themselves a very good thing. Here we have Python. He is just also maintaining himself a very good thing, but right away the players were just getting taken down, and even at this period of time, no any sort of a very good eliminations have been coming into the favor of the players. So even we were talking, we were just maintaining the fact that the players would have to come in and just fight away with the against the players, and right in this moment the player are in just a very distractive moment, and even having themselves said that the teams are not maintaining them in a very good thing, and we have the players from the four brutal warriors. So here we go, some of the eliminations having confirmed by the players, and even there are very some things that is not getting into their side, and even eliminations. Here we go. The players were not maintaining themselves in a very good side of the fights as well. So coming up into the very another fight, 03 brothers, they have been also trying to maintain and just go for a very good shots as well. So TSR, they are also coming in for the very good eliminations today, but there is not a very good side to see on. And even we were talking about eliminations that may comes out from the players, and the teams are not just having themselves a way to take it. And even we're gonna see that the teams are not just having themselves a very good fight, they are just they are also having also themselves in a very different areas as well. So even at this period of time, we get to see that the players are just having themselves in a very different fighting opportunities. But here are the players, here are just the players just having themselves in very distinct opportunities. But here we have just going insane, just going inside, and that would not be making any sort of a very good eliminations today for the players as well. So 03 brothers, they have been also trying to make any sort of a good eliminations, but there we go, the players are not having a very good time. Even we talk about the four brutal warriors, they have been coming into and making some of the eliminations very good in the side, and there it is, a very good momentumful side and opportunity to strike, and he was able to, but there was not a situation to get on for the Molotov, and he just got into the Molotov and just got taken down. But right now, for Warriors, they were just eliminated, and this is not a very good fight we'll look into. But here it is, the players and the teams already trying to maintain themselves a very good fights here. And even though we were talking about the Ngc Esports, they have been also able to take every sort of things in the very previous game and in this very match of the day as well. So can they be able to deal with it? And let's just see that the teams will they be able to do and deal with every sort of things today. And here we go, AWM has been coming to the action, and this action just making insane the players. Stocky MVP, he's just trying to deal with it, and no anything's possible today for the players. And even we're going to talk about the players from the Red Eye, they have been also seeing very consistent today. And even we talk about the Red Eye Esports, Python is right here, and can he be able to just maintain himself in a very good positionings as well? So that would be the very most question for the player as well. So here we have even going for a very good eliminations, Red Eye Python, even he is not just letting any of the players to have this particular chicken dinner, but they also needs to go for a zone, they also needs to go for a zone about 20 meters and all. Even though we're going to talk about these 30 meter, a very 1 or 2 meter of a distance also matters in this stage of the match. And even talking about Red Eye Esports, Python is right here. Python just trying to take away himself in a way, but right now he's just safe. He's just safe. But the player Talkie MVP, he's gonna see him, but the grenade also coming into his side, and that would not be a very good option. That would not be a very good thing that is being cooked on to the player. And there goes up another grenade comes in, and there it is. The players are getting taken down, and even at this time frame, the players were not in a very good mode to fight in every situation. And here it is, the players are just trying to maintain themselves, and the two teams remaining, the two players already, and the players were just trying and having. And Toki MVP already got the 10 eliminations today, and he is one of the very key player, intercepting player, who have been maintaining his own performances. And even uh, how will be how will he be able to do every sort of things today, and even maintaining himself a very good thing, and being him a very veteran player, and he just trying to have himself and try to take time. The time is the very most thing you just need to take on. And right now Brooklyn Esports Toki MVP, he's also the one of the player who just got to have a very good things today. And even we talk about the Brooklyn Esports, Toki is right here, and he is not able to do anything right now. Just holding up and just trying to hold up and just calling up for the enemy to take on for the fight and just come in and just head it, and no any sort of any dealings opportunities right here. But there we go. The players are just trying to maintain themselves. But here it is, the player Toki MVP comes in, and he is gonna deal with the AWM in the very last moment, and this is the very back-to-back chicken dinner for the team, and that goes up, and that is a winner chicken dinner for the team. And even they maintained every sort of things they were able to. They were just insane today. Brooklyn Esports maintaining 2 chicken dinners a row and maintaining themselves in a very good position. And this is gonna be a very good thing we were going to look at into. And even for brutal warriors, they were also seeing very good and the decent today, but they were not just able to deal with any sort of things that was just even possible for the players as well. So for now we'll be just trying to look at the players, how they will be able to do and manage every sort of things to himself a very good fight over and over a period of time. Okay, Toki MVP, he comes in into the frame, and again he is one of the player who just maintained everything's possible today, and the players were just insane. 1120 damage graph with 12 elimination, no assist, but healings were up to the 420. And even we talk about the survival, 25 minutes and 52 seconds of survival time has been able to be survived by this particular player. If we talk about the particular players coming in from the top player, here we have the player is none other than Toki MVP, Osadak, and as well as the Infringe, as well as we have the players. I'm pretty sure that the players' name are just okay with this, but I'm not just sure about this. But let's see the teams, how they will be able and how they will be able to do everything's possible today, and even transforming themselves a very good things today, and even maintaining a very good fights. Not a very good job that has been done yet again, but the match ranking comes into a frame. And match rankings, with the match number 2, we have been completing the every of the actions today, and from the match number 2, 16 total eliminations, 10 total placement points, and 26 total for the team. And ESP, they have been also able to deal with a very good and the noticeable finishes today, and right away they have been able to deal everything's possible out of their way, and maintaining a very good fights in a very good hand as well. So that has been a very different and the tough thing to do with and deal with. But the players, how they will be able to do, let's just need to take and check about those things. But let's have a look on to the total number of the frags that have been collected by the overall top players. And here we get top players to the elimination for the Talkie MVP, and even we talk about the other players, GE, as well as they have been able to do and deal with a very good number of eliminations as well. So the number of elimination they have been able to deal with, they have been able to take every kinds of way possible. That is the thing, and that is the moment we have been talking about. And even at this period of time, we just see the two of the players from just Ngc Esports, one of the player from okay, I'm not sure about that. The team name is the same, but I am just getting confused. I guess the name is the True Reapers, the TSR or TRS. Something is the name, but I'm really confused about it. When I will be able to maintain my things possible out of these things, I'll be able to deal and I will be able to maintain everything possible today. But here we go. We have the overall leaderboard coming straight away from the NGC Sunday Special, and GE maintaining themselves in 45 total points. RE with that 19, and even we have 03. They are maintaining 18 total points, and they have in a very good margin they have been setting, and the margin they have been set away, but that is a very good thing we have been looking into. And let's just see that the players how will be able to do every of the things possible today. GE just maintained 19 and 26 points from the very two matches today, and the two matches were very interesting today, and those were the things we were just talking about, mentioning everything, and those were the things we were trying to have on with. And even today's the matches has been able to do in a very confrontive manner, and even we were talking about these things and even the possibilities, and the possibilities just nailed it. And for now we'll be going for a very short break. We'll be right back after that. Just keep watching. Hello, and welcome back, everyone. We're back again with another match of the day, and this is gonna be none other than the map of Rondo. And pretty much, you guys can see the very favorite of mine. This match is gonna be. So those are the things right now. We're just trying to have fun with, but let's just see that the teams how they will be just approaching in the very right way today. And even we were talking about some of the very good eliminations that the players can have with, and for today eliminations and every sort of things will matter, and even at this time frame we can just look at it that the players will be able or just not be able to do everything today in a sorted manner. And we're just trying to have some of the very good fights today, looking into the map of Rondo. And Rondo is just a combination of Miramar and Erangel, I guess. So the Miramar and the Rondo just like similar in the very top right corner, but not just in the very every way for the teams as well. But right now we are just going for the match, and this is gonna be the map of none other than the here it is, Rondo. So Rondo is the map, and right now we are already starting off, and while starting off the match, and we are already set to begin with the players as well. So let's have a look and see that how the teams are just getting approaching. And here we go, the players are already maintaining themselves, and even right now players are just having themselves in a very good opportunities as well. So right at this moment the players are just having and taking themselves away and trying to deal off and maintain a very good fights, and heavily they're just trying to maintain his. And here we have it, some of the players already trying to maintain every sort of a good eliminations as well. So the teams are already having themselves in very distinct opportunities as well. So 21 teams, 82 players. So this is the thing right now in the very match of the Rondo. So Rondo is the map, and we are just interested to see that how they will be even trying to go for some of the very good eliminations today. And even we were talking about these. Okay, GE, they are already in the fight, and what just happening? Here is Ricolta already, and can they be able to recall? I'm not sure about that, but I think they will be. I think they will be able to recall the players, and just need to see that how they will be even making themselves in a very good distinctive opportunities. But right in this moment, but the players and the teams, every one of them maintaining a very good fights over and over a period of time. And let's just see the teams and the players, how will they be even try to go for the very good eliminations today, and even having themselves said that the teams are just maintaining a very good fights today. And here it is, news coming up from the area. And right now the players from the 4 quality, they have been also going closer, and while going closer and just getting inside it, I think we need to see that the teams how they will be even reacting for everything's possible out and everything. And today the things are not just getting so good for the teams, and even coming up straight away we're gonna see that the players from the AT as well, so they have also not been able to deal with any sort of a good eliminations. And here we go, Hatyara, he comes in right away and tries to go for a very good eliminations right in this moment. But we can see that we can see definitely some of the players maintaining themselves a very good land on this particular area. And even having that said, let's just see that the players will be even able to do and sort of things in a right manner. Even that is a thing that we would just be able to talk about, and we're talking about some of the very good players as well. So right now the players in the very distinctive area as well, so we're just gonna see the teams, we are just gonna see the players, they're just not having a very good time over the period of time. And here we go, players are just getting taken down. The DT is right here, Spectre is right here. Spectre, he also just need to have and see that the players how they will be even trying to go for it. And even this time we're gonna see some of the players already having a fight brutally in the very distinctive areas as well, so trying to have themselves a very different areas. And the fights coming in from the teams, we're gonna see that the players from the 4Q, they have also been trying for a very good knocks out, and the eliminations coming up straight away. And even though this time the players are not just in a very good situation, let's just see that the teams are not having themselves a very good thing. And right away the players and the teams, every one of them. Now this is not going to be very good for the teams as well. So here we have now the very last two players surviving right now, and this can be a recall option for the players as well. So while going for the recall, they also need to maintain themselves in a very good state of mind that they can be haunted everywhere, and that is a very thing we just need to see from these players. And even maintaining themselves a very good fights away, they should have to be very consistent enough to maintain everything's way in the possible manner. And even we talk about some of the players, here it is TSR, the Soul Reapers. They will just be able to take some of the good eliminations right here from this way, and having themselves said that eliminations are not just coming up, and now the teams and the players, every one of them are coming in and approaching every sort of a things today. And right here we see that one of the things from the 4Q as well. So Harryman comes in a stretch, but there goes his teammate Fearless just coming out of that way and trying to maintain a very good fight today, and even having themselves said a very good eliminations to take on with. Here is the players from the Killing with Vibes. So Killing with Vibes, will they be able to maintain their vibes and all the things possible today? And right now, will that be even to do with this? But no, the grenade just flangs away, and that is not just a very good thing to do. And even at this period of time, he's just having himself to deal with these healings, and healings are not just enough for the player. Right now, the players just have to maintain themselves in a very good portion of the game. And there goes out from Brola. He just had a very good situation to go on with those grenades, and those grenades are just making themselves in a very good mode of a time. And even though talking about the 4Q, this is Fearless, and Fearless is also getting the shots from the very behind side, and Fearless will not be able, will he be able to deal with these things? But there we go, he just had that one elimination secured, I guess, and that is it. I was talking about this fact matter time and again, but this is one of the things that we were not just looking out for. Harryman, he's also right here and just trying to take up some of the eliminations right over to the period as well. So even making themselves a very good side today, even maintaining everything's possible, and right away the players and the teams were just maintaining every sort of a good fights. And today the things are not just going into their side. And even talking about the TSR nearby, some of the players are just approaching and just arriving away. And can they be able, even having themselves said that the teams are not in that very manner where they can make themselves in a very good fights as well. So let's just talk about the team Wonder Boys as well. So talking about the Wonder Boys, they have also been able to deal with some of those eliminations. And talking about some of the very good players right now, just trying to deal with very good shots. And here it is, we have the TSR as well. So TSR, they are not just in very good situation right now, and even they were not able to do and just able to deal everything's possible in the particular manner. Even we were talking about the teams and the players, would they be able to do it or not? But that was not a thing to do. And even this time, let's just talk about the zone that is coming on in straight away, and that will just make a very good portion of a fight today for the players as well. So let's just need to check about the teams, how they will be even starting, and for the very good starting for the fights. And we are already maintaining that a fight good away and trying to take away with those things away. And here it is, the team from the Red Eye. Okay, Red Eye also, they have been coming up, but just let me buy a minute, guys. I will be just right back. I will just be hydrating myself, just important in between the game as well. Hello everyone, welcome back again, ladies and gentlemen. So welcome back again. I'm just welcoming you back, and right at this moment, here we go. The team from the TBSS, they are also able to deal some of the very good eliminations right away in this particular match. But the players from the TBSS, they have not been able to do any sort of a good eliminations today. Two of the players already in their foot, but one player already got taken down. The players are coming up and still trying to have some of the eliminations right away, but those are not a very lethal eliminations or the very lethal shots that would be able or just be enough to take that player down. And even we talk about the players in the very different side and opportunity have been coming into their side and the favor, we're gonna talk about the team Poison Bot and King Rasor as well. So they are also able or not just be doing any of those things right away. And just looking at these things, 4TE, they are also having some of the very brutal fights away, and players were dropping them, and even fights were not breaking left and right, but they were just having centralized into the players, and those just made a very good combination among the players, and that was a very good thing to look at under. And even the players from Team Jodia is right behind that particular area, and just I was trying to look at under these players. And even we talk about the team killing with vibes, they were also in a very good situation. 6 eliminations, maintaining the team. Ngc Esports as well, so talking about this team as well, so they are also in a very good things to make on to under the things. And even Brooklyn Esports, this time this team is not even a very close today. Let's just need to see that how the teams will be able to deal every of the shots possible today. And in this manner, the players are just trying to have themselves in a very another side of the game as well. So let's just see that the zone has already been appeared. And well, talking about this particular zone, we just need to see that players are already in a very distinct opportunity to try to have some of the eliminations right over there. Even this time, can players be able to deal every of the things possible down below the area? And here we go. The players are not just able to deal any of the shots today possibly. And even at this period, we were trying to look at under. And here it is. Players right now trying to take away some of the players already down, and even though right now killing with vibes, they are already in a very good preset and a manner to take everything's possible down. And even though we're gonna see the players from SIR, the Poison Bot, they have been in a very good opportunity to take some of the eliminations, but there we go, just trying to settle down himself in a very good position today. And right away, players are not just making themselves in a very good mode as well. So there comes in, the players are not just trying to have a very good eliminations as well. So the players and the teams, every one of them, they are just trying to maintain a very good things today. And Topendra is right over in the very different area as well. So Topendra, he's also getting some of the very good damages. And even though Luki, he's also dealing with some of the grenades, and those grenades would also be able to take some of the players down over to that area. And even we're talking about the Topendra over there, he is able to deal with every of the eliminations down below there. And even this is the time frame and the circle formation where the players also needs to move on with. But right at this moment, Topendra, he's not with a very good HP right now, but he is just getting eliminated from this particular point of time. And that was not a very good side of the team to look at under. And even we talked about this particular team, and even we were talking and seeing about this team Jodia, they have not been able to secure any of the eliminations in a very good manner. But here it is, 8th eliminations, and that can be 9th as well. So Thungling is the players where the zone is coming and just straighting away and sifting away for the players as well. So this is one of the another eliminations that would just be making the players to be strong enough, stronger enough, and just get away with those very good eliminations as well. So right now the players are also not able just to maintain those fights. Even this time the players are not a very in a very good positioning modes as well, but the players trying to have themselves a very good fights over and over the very good things. And right now Rondo is the map, grand finals is the stage, and they need to cook up everything right away. And there it is, one of the player maintaining himself in a very different area, but the players are just getting taken down. In the very longer approach, the player were having that a very good cover fire, but that was not just enough for the players to maintain himself in a very good mode as well. But the players from Red Eye Esports, can they be able to maintain and just see that the players coming out, and even at this period of time there are the grenades that comes out from the hands of Python. Pubg is also getting some of the very brutal damages over the period of time, and this time the flurry of grenades, the bunch of grenades have been coming in, and even this time Top needs to get himself in a very good position, but no, he just got taken down and eliminated from this particular time frame. And even we were talking, we were having themselves a side to take a very good look and a very good look into their momentum, and right away taking a very good look onto the teams from the Ronins as well. So Ronins comes in straight away, and even Team Jadia, they are also trying to have a very good fight backs fight. And even this time Team Jadia was not able to deal, and just a seconds ago, just a minutes ago, they were intending having a very good fights, and along with those things they were just maintaining a very good charm over themselves. And just need to see that the players how they will be just approaching on. And even at this time frame, the players and the team, every one of them needs to settle down, and this is the time frame where the players should have to maintain themselves in a very good position today. But right in this moment, the players and the teams, every one of them needs to make up a very good fight, and even having themselves aside that situation that has been coming into the teams extremely having a very good fights away. And let's just see that the teams, they be even able to do and possibly make any of the shots possibly into the shots, and try to take any of the shots into their manner. And let's just see the teams would be able or not to do. And this time some of the players already having themselves aside, having themselves in a very good mode as well. So try to take a very good look on the players, and even having themselves in the very distinct fighting opportunities. And we are just seeing the teams from Brooklyn Esports, and Brooklyn Esports, even this time they are not having themselves aside to go on in the very different area as well. So looking into this teams, looking into these players, there we have it. Some of the players already getting themselves in a very distinctive area as well. So Ronin's Kalua is right here, and even he is going for some very good eliminations. But right away, he is also having himself in a very good mode to go on with, and there it is. One of the players getting taken down. Kirito, even he was not able to deal with a very good fights among these players. Ronin is right there. Ronin, the players just can get taken down, and this time the things has been coming in, and not just a thing that a team can lead up with, and everything's getting possible for the players, everything getting into the manner, and even the things in the very good eliminations things, and even the trying to have the Brooklyn. And let's just see that Brooklyn are just maintaining themselves, just having a very good look onto the players as well. So right at this moment, the players are just having themselves in a very good opportunities to take on with, and even though trying to carry everything's right away, and maintaining the players from the other side as well. So even having themselves a side to look at under, and even the players were not able to deal with any of the shots possibly. But the players from the GE, okay, Brooklyn Esports, again and again maintaining themselves a very good fights today. And Brooklyn Esports, Tuladai is right here, and Tuladai, as even he is also in a very good condition to get on with the fights, and even trying to go for some of the very good eliminations today, and trying to have some of the very good fights right over in this momentum. And even we talk about some of the players already having themselves aside that a momentum is just necessary for every of the players. And at this moment, the teams are just not having a very good fight over this period. And even we were talking about these things, we're talking and just maintaining the stalking things about this particular teams as well. So we just need to take about the look onto this particular players and just see that the teams will they be able to do and deal with this particular thing or not. But here we go, the players are not having a very good time right into this manner, and even though we were talking about Freezy Esports, just they are getting phrased away and just not having any sort of the eliminations, but the players in the very different area, they are just getting shots from behind, they are just getting shots from up straight, and there goes out the players getting taken down. And even at this period of time, the players and the teams, every one of them making themselves a very bad fight today. And starting off with the players from the four brutal warriors, and will they be able to end it as well? But the very last player surviving, and even though we talk about the players from the 03, they have been also surviving in this particular time frame, and they are not just giving any sort of a damages right there, and even that would not be a very good thing to look at under. And even we talk about the players from the very good side of the game, 03 Esports, they are also having themselves a side to go on with a very good matches today. And let's see that the teams, will they be able to do and deal with the very good eliminations or not today. And even these were the things we were talking about. Red Eye Esports, Blaze is right here, and even his teammate is just helping the player to got revive. And even though talking about the four warriors, this time this is not going to be a very good start for the team as well. But right here, talking about Red Eye Esports going some of the very good eliminations as well. So going for the grenades, so the grenades would not be making anyway, but that is the thing I was not expecting. I was just a failure to do this thing and just commented this thing. And here we go, Blaze is just coming up from behind, the players coming up from behind is just handling away from the Blaze, and Blaze is just managing it through. And right now the very last two teams remaining, and these two teams would have to make everything possible out of the manner to deal with everything. And today the players having themselves a say that a very good eliminations, but who is gonna take this? And Red Eye Esports making this a very wonderful chicken dinner, and just they nailed it, guys. And that was a very good intro that has been showcased by the team Red Eye Esports, and Red Eye Esports just nailed it, guys. They just did it. And Red Eye Esports with those 5 eliminations, Blaze making 4 and 1 from the Demon, every one of them getting a very good things over and over a period of time. And the 4 brutal warriors, they were just able to finish in hashtag 3 position. And we were just talking about these things as well. So Brooklyn making 5 eliminations and just settling down in hashtag 5 as well. So into the 6, we can see the players from 4 I think Ronins were the teams who got into the hashtag 6, and hashtag 7 were the players from the team none other than 4Q. And for the 8, we're gonna see the players from the Killing with Vibes, and Killing with Vibes, they were also able to deal a very good eliminations today. And even though having themselves said that eliminations were not just enough for the players, now just need to see that. Now we're gonna see about the WWCD team stats and NGC Sunday special match number 3. The team Red Eye Esports, they just had to make this particular fight away, and they just did it. And talking about the other of the teams, let's just see that how the players were having themselves a very good fight. Just 03 Fronji was the player, 11 elimination, making the damage of 1520, 2 assists and 626 healings were there. And even the survival were for the players was 21 minutes and 35 seconds, and those were the things. And let's just see that MBB comes into our screen, and even though talking about other things from the top players as well. So top players comes into our screen with this particular match. And talking about this, Spiky is right there, Osedik is right there, and even Jury is right there, and Wally is also in the very top standing fraggers list as well. So match number 3 concluded, and the match number 3 leaderboard is in the screen. Coming up, Ngc Esports making 27 total points, and even talking about the 4BW making 16 total points. RE with that 15, even though they were having a very good placement point, they was not able to do any sort of a very good dominating fights as well. But right away, let's just get into the overall MVP as well. So we're getting into the overall MVP. Let's just see that the Fronji got 15 total elimination, Toki MVP with that 14, and even Sakid is the name, I guess. Sakid is the name, and Sakid got 10 elimination. So we have the other player from the GE as well. So he got also the 9 total elimination. So Spangy with that 7 total elimination, and those were the things we were just mentioning about. And overall leaderboards coming into a screen, and 3 these are the things. And just match number 3 has been ended, and we got to see that the players are already maintaining themselves a very good fights today. And talking about these particular players, those were the things that we were just mentioning, and just seeing about the players and the teams, how they would be just even able to do every sort of a things possible in this particular match. So overall leaderboard is into your screen, and just see that the teams were able to maintain every sort of a good damages and everything's possible today. And even at this period of time, the players would not just be able to nurture themselves. So schedules comes into your screen, and right now we're going to see that the players from the Red Eye Esports, they have been also able to maintain themselves in the very next game as well. So those were the things, and we were just talking about these players, the teams, how they were able to do, how they were able to make every sorts possible, everything's possible in their things. And even that was a very good maneuverable fights that comes in from the very good fighting opportunity and the distinct opportunities as well. So let's just see that Ngc 2025 comes into your screen, and there goes the caster decks coming up straight away. We'll be just going for highlights, I guess, and after the highlights we'll be coming up back against with the map of none other than the very last match, none other than the map of Wrangle, I guess. And here we go, guys. We'll be going for a very short break. Keep watching. Ladies and gentlemen, so welcome back again. We are already back with another match of the day, and this is the very final match for this today's schedule. But let's just see that how the teams will be able to do every sort of things today, possibly. But needs to check out everything that can goes up from the player's point of view, and there goes up the map of Wrangle, and that goes straight away from Gotka area, I guess. The Gotka Trench. They have been the scene that's coming up from, and even we're trying to have some of the very good eliminations today, and even we can talk about it, we can just see about this thing as well. So even having said that, the match number 4 of the day that comes into a screen, and this is gonna be the plane path that comes in straight away. And let's just see that how the players will be just even able to take those things into their concern. And even we were having very brutal things that comes into your screen, and whether the players are having themselves a very good knocks out and eliminations or not. Even we were just trying to see that the another unfortunate in for the teams, but very good things that may comes out from the players, that may comes out from the teams as well. So even though those are the things we're gonna talk about, we're gonna see, and the players are gonna have into their fights as well. So already maintaining a very good fights over and over period of time, and just need to see, just need to maintain every sort of good eliminations into the favor as well. So right now let's just see that the players from the 4 brutals, they have already been interested and coming up for the good area as well. But here we have already maintaining some of the very good things out of the way from the 03 brothers. 03 brothers, they have been already trying to maintain a very good fight for them as well. So even trying to have a very good situations over and over period of time, we can see that the players from 03 brothers, can they be able to do or not this sort of eliminations, and even trying to have a very good fights, and the things not coming out of way. And the soul reapers, they have been also trying to have some of the very good eliminations, but here comes the fights and here comes the eliminations. I guess the players would have to get into the engagement of the fight, and right away Debo is getting into the fight, and he is just getting taken down and eliminated. But for now the players will have a very distinct opportunities, and even trying to take a look of the players as well. So some of the players having themselves a very good fights as well. So talking about other time, talking about the other things right here in the very area of Milta Power. Okay, Milta is that place. I'm just getting confused that there were also the players in the Milta Power. So that I was just confused, but they have a very good things. And I think if Poison bot loots and they lose out this particular match, they have a very good thing to sacrifice on. And even we're gonna talk about the teams from the Killing with Wives. This team particularly, they are also making a very good things out of way possibly, and even they can have a very good starting today, and even try to take about a very good starting momentum's full fights, and there it is. And even having themselves say that the players can also make them a very different opportunities, and right now trying to take up with a very good fighting opportunities and dealing with some of the very good fights as well. So Killing with Wives, they are not just having themselves in a very good conditions right now, but here we go, players are not just maintaining themselves in a very good way. And the manner that has been coming up from the very next matches and the very next frame we're gonna see is that the players are just getting taken down. BKB, the players representing right there, and they have a very right connections, and one of the player trying to maintain them in a very good fighting opportunities and scenarios that had not been able to take away from the matches, and just be able to do and just be able to secure everything possibly. And even try to take a look onto the screen of YGR, and this is gonna be Young Guns Revolution. Young Guns Revolution, they are already trying to set up themselves, but the players from the AT Esports, they are also trying to charge in. But this charge in, will this be helping the players to get on with, or the team will just be able or not to take everything's possibly onto their way out right now? And just be seeing that the players from the AT Esports just trying to have themselves secured and even maintain themselves a very good fighting opportunities as well. So even try to take a look, trying to take a very good deep vibe on the team as well. So let's just see that the players from the AT Esports Swaggy OP right now, and even he's just trying to deal with some of the very good eliminations today. But here we have the team from Yongan Revolution. They have been coming nearby the players. Ngc is right here. He's just running away and just running away from the behind. No any shots haven't yet confirmed out, but the players just need to maintain, and the confirmation that just comes from the players as well. So there comes in, the players have been getting taken down. One of the player getting a very brutal knocks out as well. So even talking about those things, we're gonna see that the players in the very different area as well, so getting taken down, and we have the two POVs coming into our screen. But here it is, the players from the team Yongan Revolution, they have not been able to deal any of the shots possibly right now in this moment. But there goes out, the players getting taken down. Eliminations have been confirmed, and Nepali soldiers, they made already a very good eliminations as well. So this is gonna be one of the very good things to carry on with. And even at this period, the players from the TS are already in very different virtue of the game. And even talking about the players from the TS are already having a very different start. Defined players are already here, and even though we're gonna talk about some of the teams and the players, those were maintaining themselves in very different areas as well. So talking about those as well, so we were just seeing that the teams from the Soul Reaper, they have also been coming out of way straight away into this match. But here it is, the players from the Nepali soldiers, they have been coming up. Nepali soldiers, if this team just get of some of the very good eliminations today, they will be able to jump in a very good stage of the match. Even we can say is that top 5 is even possible for this particular team. But there goes out, another team comes in, and even that is not a very good decision, cooking his own teammate from that grenade, and that is not a very good decision. And the players are just having themselves surroundings away, and Herman is right there. Herman getting taken down. Fearless, he also needs to get into the fight, but the fight did not getting into their particular circle. And even though this time Hattara comes in, and Hattara making themselves in a very distinctive approaches as well. So there we go. Players from the YG, they have been also getting taken down, but no, this time there is a very good thing to look at Honda, and this time Rock will not just be helping out, he will be exposing himself out in this straight away from the player Captain, and Captain just take it away, and elimination have to be taken away. But I think the teams would be able or not to do this. I don't think it, but let's just see that. Would they be able to do this? Will they be able to manage all of those things possibly right now? But here we have some of the teams already trying to have a very good eliminations today. Some of the teams in the very different areas. So let's just see that the teams will be able or not to do every of the good certain moments. So the certainty they have been providing up. So the certainty they have been maintaining off for the players, that has just been cooking away, that has just been making the teams to just rely and go up against the teams as well. So let's just see, and the teams away from the drag tree, okay, they have also been trying for some of the very good eliminations today. And let's just see that the Red Coast, this team having the very first fight and the very first game as well. So we were just trying to look at this fight as well. So but right now there had not been a very good situations that comes into the mind of us. But right now the players from KWV, they have also been fighting in the very distinct mode. Operation has been going on for the players, and right now we're gonna see even the player from Brutal Warriors, they have been coming so brutally into this favor. And even Wally is right here. Wally getting taken, making some of the very good eliminations from this particular time frame. And here we go. We have Mio Mio is also having himself to get on with those elimination, but the very last player surviving for the team, and I think he needs to connect a very good vision and the intensive battle to try on with flatten out everything and the resemblance they needs to get on, and the thing that is not just cooking up for the players, that is not just making the teams to sky up in the rocket, and here it is, the players just not having a very good time over this period, but here it is, the Frigi, they are just not having themselves a very good time away, but there it is, the things that have been coming in the mind, and especially we're going to talk about these players, we're going to talk about these teams as well. So even Frizzy were the teams, Frizzy were the players, and even we got to see some of the players from in the distinct side as well. So coming and looking into the area, I think there is another sound delay and the sound problem has been already comes into the screen, and this is going to be another elimination as well. But I would just like to inform you guys that there have been the sound problem since the 4.1 update, I guess, and I think every one of our producers are having it, and I think at this time as well, the producer, if you can fix it out, you can. Okay, so let's do that if it's possible. And even this time the players, the teams are not having a very good time right now, and even let's just see that the third eye bot is right here and even going for some of the very good knocks out and trades over this period. And even we need to talk about this thing, TNT right now, he is getting taken down. Even we talk about the third eye bot, he is also in a very good situation today, and Joker is not in a very good situation, and even though he is just trying to have some of the very good eliminations today, and even though this is going to be one of the very good things to deal up with, and even though the players coming in, but the players are having himself to get on with and just get into the vehicle and just make some of the very good things right away possible. But no, here it is, the things are not cooking well, the players are getting down, and even they are just getting depressed away, and even making them in a very good partner areas. The game plans have been changed, the game plans have been already maintained into the very different areas as well. So the AT Esports already having very some of the eliminations right there, and Swaggy OP who was trying to make some eliminations, but here it is, Lafasa, he will also be trying to make that elimination secured, but not at this period of time. There goes up, he needs to secure that elimination, but the players coming in, no any sort of the very good elimination can be goes up from the player, but right away we just need to see that the grenade would be able to do the work, and this does it, and this time the players just maintained everything out of the possibility, and the possibilities has already been sifted away, the possibilities has already been made into their side, and even though this time from the Radar Esports, they also did and they also made to happen every of the things possible for the players as well. So even making themselves a very brutal eliminations today and taking everything's out of way. The things are not just looking that quiet, just having themselves in a very quiet manner. And even we talk about the players from the Soul Reapers, there we go. Now this is time for a very good retaliation, and he goes up for the retaliation. Enigma makes it out, and Enigma, the very last place surviving, but he should have to do some of the healings as well, but the healings and the zone is pretty far away, but just need to see that the teams are also able or not to do any sort of things of good eliminations, even though eliminations are not just enough for the team as well. So they just need to see, they just need to carry away everything's possible out in the manner how they will be able to do every of the things possibly. But here we have the teams already trying to approach, and even Sentinels, they're in a very centralized approach, and this sentry targeted area barely surviving the teams from the outside the zone, because now the zone will be hitting the players in a very deeply, and that would be just making the disturbance for the players to get on with the bandages, get on with the medikits, first aid kits, and all of those painkillers and the energy drinks, and those are the things right now. And even the accumulated eliminations for the players from the 4TE. This is not just in a very good manner for the players as well. So 4TE Reflex, he has not just made his team in a very good mode. He already contributed 100% in the elimination factor. So the factor that has been coming into the mind from this particular teams as well. So they just need to see that the teams are already in a very good concerning facts away, and even trying to talk about the run-ins, and they have been in a very different area. And there goes out another team getting straightly out of the lobby, and that is none other than the team coming out straightly from TSR, the Soul Reapers. The Soul Reapers, they are getting taken down, and even at this period of time, this is not a very good situation for the players. And even at this time, even at this moment, let's just analyze that how the players can make themselves away and straight in the match. And let's just have a look at it that the teams will be able or not to do anything possibly today in this possible time frame. Even that is not possible, or what? Or the things are cooking up for the players. Those are the things to look on to under. And even at this time frame, the players were not just making themselves in a very concerning facts. There is the things from the Sentinels as well. So Lil Luffy is right here, and Lil Luffy, even though they are not having a proper coverage, they are just staying in the military zone area, and military side you're gonna see very much of the barracks and the playing fighting area, so that the players will have been taking some of the very good eliminations today, and even try to take some of the very bad momentums as well. So there we go, guys, already trying to take some of the elimination from the third eye bot as well, but he's not just able to do any of these things possible rightly. And even though we need to see that the players needs to get on for the zone, and the zone is not just into their favor, and the favorable zone will not just be coming into their side. And even this time the players were not in a very good mode today, and even after a very good distinctive fights right here, trying to take about a very good elimination today. Ngc Esports coming straight away and trying to take off a very good eliminations, and in a very good manner. We just need to see away that the players were having a very good eliminations in their favor as well. But right in this moment, let's just see that how this will be working. 25 already bandages for the player, but is still having himself in a very distinctive manner, but that goes out of his straight, and that is a very precision with those projectile. The grenade comes in, and no any sort of a things have been comes out from the players as well. So let's just see that the teams will just be able or not to do any kind of the things today, and even being possible for that, the teams are already in a very distinctive scenario. And today the teams are already maintaining a very good fights over and over period of time, and this time the players are just maintaining themselves, just taking themselves a very good positionings as well. So let's just see and have a look on to the players, have a look on to the teams as well. So Poison Bot is right here, Flousy, even they are also trying to have some of the very good reason for the players, but not just making themselves assure that, but even we talk about the players from the Brooklyn Esports. So Brooklyn, they have been able to take it away for this particular moment of time, and there we go, Brooklyn is already into our screen, and this is one of the very good move from the team as well. So let's just see that the team will be able not to do any of the things possibly today, and even today is very most important fight for the very first match or the very first broadcast of this day. And even being possibly said that the players are not just having a very good coverages of the fights as well, so even making themselves a very different areas, and the eliminations not getting into their side, and even there are very different situations that comes into the mind of the players and coming up from the run-ins as well. So run-ins, Killua is right here, and coming up straight away there's the players from the STE, so that the STE already trying to make up a very good starting for the teams as well. So even having themselves said that players are not in a very good positionings, and there we go. Some of the players getting some of the very good. Okay, brutal knocks out as well, but right now not a very good starting, and there we go. They're getting taken down. One of the player getting eliminated as well. So BKB, the player from Poison, I guess, they are getting taken down. And even we're going to talk about some of the players just having themselves a very good side as well. So even making a very good and the distinctive areas of the matches. So this is going to be one of the very good fights for the players, but how they will be able to deal with it, how they will be able to deal every of the things possibly today, and even making themselves in a very good things today, and making that even a very good situation have been coming up straight away. And even this time the players having a very low on HP, and the players from the opposite, they have been also coming up. But right now Sentinels, they are getting very good shots over the period. And even we were talking about these particular teams, and even the players from the different areas, we get to see that the players from the team Jadia, they have been coming up from the backstep area away, and backstep area they have been maintaining everything's possible, and they have been maintaining everything's into their side. And even this time the players not making themselves sure that how they will be even trying to do with it. And even this time the players and the teams that is not getting straight away, and things are not coming in. And here it is, the players and the teams not yet really making any sort of a things, and the damages right over to the period. But here we go, Team Jadia, they are also into the very good stage of the matches. But right straight, here it is, Stalker coming up straight, and there goes out. Eliminations have been already secured, and this is one of the very good state of the matches. And even Ngc Esports, Tulda is right there, and even trying to take a very good eliminations today, and run-ins as well. So these teams and the players, they are just having, and say that eliminations have been already getting into their favor as well. So the very last fight we're gonna say is that 4 teams remaining, 13 players remaining, and even 21 minutes of already time frame have been completed. But right now the players from the TNS, they just need to get out of that particular area. While getting out of that particular scene, they just need to have some of the very sacrificing things over and over a period of time. And right away there's a thing from the other teams as well. So even they were having themselves a very good fighting opportunities. Here we have the Gharti. He's already having himself a energy drink, and I think the energy comes in to go for the zone, and I guess the zone will not be so far for the players, but he is getting taken down. And even though he is getting taken away, I think this is not a very good piece of a moment that the team can afford right now. And while talking about the affordability, where the players can make themselves sure or not, we're going to see that the players are in a very good state of mind or not. And here we go. Yeah, the teams from the 4 run-ins, they have been going straight away. Kilua is right here, and even he is also trying to have himself into the very next approach of the situation as well. So the Nepali soldiers, the captain, the very good player who is just staying in himself and just trying to make a very good and the distinctive fights right in this moment. The very last fights coming in, only the 3 players remaining, only the 3 teams remaining right now. And even we talk about these teams and the players already having themselves in very different areas already. And even we talk about the Ngc Esports, they have been also coming, they have been also trying to engage, they have been also trying to make themselves in a very bad momentumful fights. And there we go, captain is here, and he is here to take some of the very good eliminations against the team as well. So Team Jadia is right here, and can they be able to deal with this? Can they be able to deal with all of those things? And right now the things that have been coming up from the teams right in this straight moment, there are 2 teams only remaining. Couple of teams, they are not just making themselves assured that to just have themselves in a very good eliminations, but just having themselves in very different areas, very different situations as well. So right away we're going to talk about the players from the team Jadia. They are also in a very good mode and the state of mind to take on every of the eliminations into their side. And right in this moment, even we talk about these players, even we talk about this particular team, they just need to see that, and they just need to maintain sure that the teams are having themselves a very good approach or not. And here we go, some of the players getting taking themselves, and there we go, the luxury that have been coming into the map of Erangel. We're gonna see that the cars are having a very good skin colors right now. But here we go, the very last fight, and that comes with the NS, and Team Jadia has been taken down, and the eliminations have not yet been confirmed in a very good manner today. And let's just see that the teams were able to do and deal everything's possibly, and those were the things, and eliminations were the very first things to matter with. And today everything's getting possible, and even we talk about the Nepali soldiers, they got 15 eliminations at the chicken dinner, and this is one of the very good side of the moment. But right after that, the teams were able to do and able to manage every sort of the good eliminations, every sort of the momentums they were having on, and even at this period of time they just need a very good positionings. Just see that who are the second runners up, and this is the thing, guys, comes up to your screen. Red Eye Esports making this everything away and making this in a very good manner, even making this possible for the players as well. So this is going to be one of the very good positionings, very good high demanding position they have just completed away. And the thing we were talking about, this is Red Eye Esports making themselves away in very good positionings. And right now let's just see for the second runner up, okay, first runners up, and this is first runners up and making a very huge and the distinctive eliminations today, and even trying to have themselves in a very good mood, and 03 Esports as well. So many congratulations to this particular team as well. So making themselves a very good side of the matches. So those were the things, and right now let's go ahead with the champions as well. Brooklyn Esports, they were the one who were just decided, and that was the thing we were just trying to look at under the players as well. So here we have it, guys, and even though we were talking about some of the players who can comes up in the very good mode of the game, give very good situation of the game, and who can be that one, and even those were the things. And right away we're just trying and dealing with those things, but right here we just need to see that who are the other players just making themselves in a very good distinctive mode. And here it is, Toki, the MVP. He is right here, and he just made himself in a very good opportunities as well. So thank you so much to him as well. So maintaining a very good fights today. And from the team Jadia and Brola, they have not been updated their photos. I guess producer, you need to do this, and here we go. Need to see that the teams and the players, how they were able to do or not every sort of things possibly, and even those were some of the very good eliminations to notice on to maintain every sort of things today. And let's see that today's matches has been already ended, and already the teams from the other side as well. So KWV as well. So Brola was right there, and he was able to do, and he was able to maintain every sort of a very good things today, and even he did in very previous days as well. So those things needs to be in the concern of the players as well. So right now let's just see that I think it is updated right now, and how it is updated, let's just need to check about. And there we go, every one of them, they have been updated, and right now the things have been already come to your screen. And right there we have overall leaderboard as well. So overall leaderboard comes into your screen with this particular match, and many congratulations to all of the teams who got just a very good second dinner and very good starting as well. So those were the things right now, but we will just need to go for the schedules today, and schedules also speaks about the teams, how they were just lethal enough to get on with, and eliminations were very good at this teams. And here we go, guys, we're just going for a end today, and we will just right back with the 23 CET matches, and we'll be coming up straight away. But right now we'll be going for a ending, guys. Signing off, your boy Silas. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night.